Hey, Plantation Golf Club. My name's Brandon Jones. I'm the general manager here. And with us today is our superintendent, as always, Chris Adams. And we're doing another behind the scenes video. This is episode, I think, 7 now? Something like that.
Give or
Something
take.
along those. Yeah, some give or take one of those. But today we're going to go on field trips on Cranes Roost, exclusively on Cranes
Let's
Roost.
do a Cranes Roost exclusive.
Cranes
It's
Roost
hard to say.
exclusive. Show you guys the progress that 17 has made and some other various things that Chris is doing out here with his staff.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, let's head on out. As you can see, we're over here on Cranes Roost number 17, and this is incredible of what you've been able to do over here,
I
Chris.
think hands down our biggest success story on the entire property is this green right here. This was public enemy number 1 on Cranes Roost. This was public enemy number 2 on the whole course next to 3 Otter. So, I mean, there was nothing on this green but a bunch of sand and spurge. And you'll notice the color changes in the 2 different kind of turf varieties. You know, that's Tiff Dwarf for the most part, but the lighter green stuff is actually mutated Tiff Dwarf.
So, stuff
And
like this right here.
that's right. And
You can
what
see the difference right there.
what I talked about at another video is that we actually are doing things, tweaking things, you know, to tailor both courses, and we don't have that mutation issue over on Otter Creek. So what we've done over here is we've added a special product that'll help mitigate that mutation, bring the leaf blade down to match the actual Tiff Dwarf. It still looks a little camo, if you will, but it rolls beautifully. So that's why it has that 2 color look to it and that kind of mixed look to it. But consistently, green speed and ball roll, they're great. We're here, number 16 green on Cranes Roost Golf Club now. As you can see, these little buggers on the ground here on the 16th green, the absolute flawless 16th green, I might add. But yeah, these are the lubbers, lubers, I'm not sure, the little grasshopper deals that they get to be about 4 inches.
They get to be big.
They're huge little buggers. But, you know, I don't know the control method of them. You know, fortunately for us, they don't affect Bermuda grass. They're a pain in the butt when you're trying to putt or golf, but they don't kill anything.
So,
And
they don't do any damage to the green.
right,
Okay.
but you know, and these are the nymphs. These are the babies. They get much bigger than this, but you know, they seem to be mutant. They seem to be very immune to the program that we have to mitigate our turf pests. I'll admit I've never dealt with them before here. I do recall last summer when we started to get the greens program rolling that the big adults would keel over if they touch the greens. I don't know if the nymphs are just more mutant than not. Again, these guys are new to me, but we are covered above and below ground when it comes to pest prevention on these greens. And here we are, Cranes Roost, number 14 green, and I'm looking down fairway because we actually got some play out here. But I just wanted to touch base at this hole. I know we've been here in the past, and this was particularly not bare green, but it had its spots. And you know, this one's 98, 99%. You got a couple spots there in the front that
Yeah, I got a couple spots right
need a
there.
little work. But I mean, this one's predominantly the non-mutated Tiff Dwarf too. I do see a few spots as I look over it, but you know, this one recovered really well, and I just kind of was excited to touch base on this one. Okay, this is the 13th tee area on Cranes Roost. As you can see, I'm kind of panning down to what used to be pretty much a pool of water right here. We worked hard on the drainage. I know the volunteers and Jerry and the volunteer team worked really hard through here to try to get this drainage cleaned up. And just kind of panning through here to show you that we worked hard on adjusting the irrigation. I'm going to plug Phil, my newer irrigation tech, on this. When him and Jim aren't working on breaks, we find projects like this to fix. Here's that drain area where Jerry and the team redid, and we're all cleaned up. Like, we got all of that adjusted to where water doesn't throw into the cart path anymore. All right, this here is the number 12th fairway on Cranes Roost. If you look over, you'll see a pine grove off to the, well, it's our left, but right-hand side of the hole. And then as you look into the fairway, you'll notice it's pretty depleted, deteriorated. Pan over to this pine grove here, same situation. You got a pine grove and you've got a deteriorated area in the fairway. So what I've deducted is that these pines are somehow sucking the life out of the fairway. So yet another thing we're going to fine tune and figure out the extra nutritional package that it's going to want to recover. And I thought it was a good place to maybe do a before, since we're doing a lot of afters today. So,
Sure.
but let's start another before and talk about how we're going to try to get this better. So, but I'll introduce, yeah, we're over here, number 6, Cranes Roost, and we have no particular reason to come to this one except for
Other than it's
this
just a really good
really
green.
good green. It always has been. This
Yeah.
one, I think the biggest issue I've ever had with this green has probably just been the weeds, but with our pre-emerge and post-emerge program, you can see it's pretty weed-free. But so thought, why not swing by a relatively perfect green. You know, I do find one imperfection here with a high plug that got scalped, but
Yep.
that's operator error on our part. But you know, we're also getting better in that department as well. So getting better setup guys. But yeah, just an overall perfect green, no mutations. You know, this is just one we've maintained and kept that good.
Hey, Plantation Golf Club, we have wrapped up our field trip from today on Cranes Roost, our exclusive
The Cranes Roost exclusive.
Cranes Roost exclusive. We went to 17, we went to 16, 14, 13, 12, mentioned that, then over to 6.
We'll wrap it up here on 4.
Yeah, and ended up over here on 4, as you can see behind us here, the fairway. And you wanted to mention something about the fairway here,
Yeah,
right?
well, I mean, the fairway was pretty barren when I got here. This was one of those areas that almost resembled some of the stuff we were seeing on Otter Creek. But this was definitely the worst fairway when I got here, and I thought it'd be a good place to wrap up because, I mean, it's green. It's green and full and clean behind us. This one also had a very high population of that goosegrass, that elusive goose. So just another after shot, if you will, of something that we've accomplished out here. So proud of this one.
Yeah. Well, appreciate you guys following along with us on the journey of bringing the plantation back and the work that Chris and his staff is putting into this and get us pointed in the right direction. So again, if you guys haven't, please like, subscribe, and comment down below. Again, let us know what you want to see. Tell us we're doing a bad job. Tell us we're doing a good job.
And as always, thank you for your support.
Yeah.
I still hear every day, great job. The thumbs up are flying through the air, even if we're just passing. And, you know, that all matters. And, you know, it's nice to know that we're making y'all happy.
So. And it looks like soon we possibly may be getting rid of that beard. Just a little bit.
I like
maybe a good trim.
It's growing on me.
Yeah. All right, guys. Like, subscribe, comment, please. Thank you.